there's an expectation that your proposal is going to be compelling, right? So you need to show that you have an understanding of the requirements. Basically, you want your proposal to make the case that I know what you're asking for. Well, number one, I know who you are. I know what you're asking for, and I can provide it. I have the capability. This is who I am, obviously, and this is how I'm going to satisfy your need, right? And here's how I'm going to mitigate the risk and whatever, all of that. Structured in such a way that it's easy for me to flow through. Write certain paragraphs or provide certain information in such a way that it makes me want to continue reading about you, your organization, or that person, or that thing that they did. Like, make it sound like, pump it up a little bit. That's not fluff. I'm not saying fluff it up. I'm saying just be more, use your words better, I guess. Really is what it comes down to, is just be more creative in the words that we use. Like, I'd be looking for synonyms. Look, IB, word. I'm sorry for, excuse me there. So whatever, I be looking for, I'm gonna stick with it. I search for synonyms quite often, simply because I'm looking for a word that has a different effect than like the common word that comes to mind. And so I will, try to find a word that is more applicable to the feeling that I want the reader to have, or the theme that I have going on in the document, or tone, right? That all of that kind of matters depending on what I'm trying to accomplish. So that's something that you definitely want to pay attention to. Another thing, as far as, is your proposal compelling? In a lot of cases, particularly if you're a service provider and you're responding on the service contract, one of the things you want to make sure you do, and I kind of just touched on this, is highlight the experience and the qualifications of your team, like the relevant experience and qualification, not the irrelevant stuff, but the stuff that's relevant to the requirement. And if it's fringe and you can make the association, then do that. And I'm not saying, that you can't do a stretch or a reach. Just try to make sure it's a good stretch, a good reach. Like, don't make it that's really a stretch, right? Make sure that it's, be thoughtful in your associations. And as long as you're being thoughtful, then I say, yes, make the association, and then let the contracting officer or the evaluators figure it out. But the point being here is that, be more creative, or at the very least, demonstrate the experience and the qualifications of your team, because that matters. If you submit that and someone else doesn't, and that's extra information I have, that gives me extra confidence in your, number one, it gives me extra confidence in the proposal. Like, it strengthens it, number one, but it gives me confidence in your company's ability to perform the work, because number one, you thought of providing the qualifications of the team. Well, maybe that was not even a requirement, but you had the space, right? You had the paragraph space, you had page limit space remaining. This is not fluff, because it's factual information and it's about the company, and this is information that's actually helpful. So it's not like it's, oh, we won 50,000 awards. No, it's, oh, let me highlight these the three key support folks that we're going to have working on this team, and their qualifications, and why they're pivotal, or why they're beneficial or pivotal, for that matter, to the program and our effort, right? And something like that. And that will be something that will be helpful in the being compelling, right?